morning, Jennifer. How is Rotary Club of Metro KL?
Hi, good morning, Judy. Our club is doing well. How is Rotary Club of Bandar Utama doing?
Great, too. As AGs, one of our goals is to contribute to help club to contribute to the TRF and to give.
Okay.
And this is what we tell Rotarians every year.
We are Rotarians. We have an obligation to our foundation. Our foundation is the engine room for Rotary. The Rotary Foundation receives highest rating from Charity Navigator for 13 consecutive years in assessing how the foundation uses the fund.
Yes.
Why?
That's right.
One, it is the clarity in how we use our money. 90% goes to the project itself, 10% to the admin. And we are very clear in the governance and how transparent we are using the money. Charity Navigator also rate Polio Plus and Rotary Grant as top programs. Please give to the Rotary Foundation to support our causes.
Yeah, and every year, this is what we say to the club. Every year, we meet our club TRF goals.
Excellent.
Every year, we raise funds for polio.
Fantastic.
Every month, we include TRF giving in our invoice to members.
An EREY club, Judy.
That's right. Every president who takes office will have to contribute 1 PHF.
Good leader.
Every club TRF chair will have to contribute to TRF too.
Great example.
Every year, we support the governor to meet the district goals, yeah?
Thank you. Yes.
Yes, we do give. Good job.
Good job. Now, let's do a reality check. Now, how many clubs actually give? Let's invite our incoming TRF chair, past district governor, Puan Siti Zubaida, to give us some statistics to support the figures.
Thank you, ladies. Jennifer, Judy, how's being an AG? It's taking you a long tour with TRF, I'm sure. But as you said, all our Rotarians have been giving to Rotary Foundation, right?
That's right.
We've done so well in all these years we have been giving. But let's do some reality check.
Yeah.
Our district,
Yeah.
let's go back 5 years ago. 2015, 2016, 2017, we raised about 216,000. We had 1,682 Rotarians. But you know something? 27 clubs did not contribute to annual fund. 53 clubs did not contribute to polio.
Yeah.
Right? Let's go to the next year. We had 1,700 Rotarians. And again, 24 clubs are not giving
Yep.
to annual fund. 47 clubs is not giving to polio. The next year, we raised even more money, 367. But still, we have 12 clubs who's not giving. We have 31 clubs who's not giving. And last year, do you know that we actually hit 963,000?
Yeah.
Of course, this thanks to our Arch Club member IPDG, Leo.
Yeah.
But again, you look at the numbers. 22 clubs are not giving to annual fund,
Yeah.
right? 44 clubs are not giving. Of course, these figures is right now even more alarming.
Yep.
Up to today, January, in DG Teo's year, 43 clubs have not given to polio. So, but our numbers are there. So where does this money all come from? It came from other Rotarians. It came from Rotarians who are really passionate and who really believe in our foundation.
That's right.
So what should we do? But again, the question everyone asks, where does our money go to? And how many of them really give? So let's look at our TRF spending pattern in our district for the last 5 years until January this year. We try and keep it up to date so that every one of us, knows what we can do in the next following year. Going back to 2014. Why 2014? Do you know, Jennifer? Because when we give in 2014,
3 years.
TRF give us back 3 years later as our district designated fund. right? So, but 50% of that is kept in World Fund.
Yeah.
So we have money in World Fund, but 3 years later, in 2017, it came back to our district as DDF. And then we split it. We gave to district grant, 24,000,
Yeah.
and we gave to global grant projects the remaining 16,000. But unfortunately, we only did 3 global grants
Yeah.
for as international partners. And our district, we only did 2 global grants for that year.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's very quickly see what happens in the following year. The trend is still the same. We give to annual fund 200,000, right? 50% is kept in World Fund. We get 3 years later, 2018, another 50% back. We spend 58,000 in district grant, and then we spend for international funding, 3,000 too, because we sponsored, or rather we were international partners for an international project, only 1 global grant. And our district for that year, 0. We did not even do any global grant, right? Following year, same thing. So if you look at it, we had 7 global grants that we were international partners. And our district, we only did 2 global grants, spending 20,000 when we actually raised 200 over 1,000. Right? So are we spending it right?
No.
We are not, right?
No.
No.
Same thing with 2017. Another 2 global grants that we did. But we have money in World Fund.
World Fund.
All our money, 50% is kept in World Fund since 2014. But it came back to our district every year, 50%. And this is what happened recently. We have these funds. But let's quick do a short analysis, right? Those are all figures. In short, 5 years, what happened? We gave 1.04 million to TRF. Do you know that?
Wow.
That's a great figure, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Then, and we receive how much? In our DDF, 50%, remember?
That's
So
a lot.
for 5 years, we have received back in DDF 523,000.
Yeah.
And we gave clubs 248,000 to do their district grants. Did
And
your
there is
club
no
do district
match.
grants?
No.
No.
You all didn't do district grants?
Yes.
You all did, right?
Yes.
But do you know that district grant, when you do district grant, there's no match?
Yep.
That's right.
That's
But
right.
we get clubs to do small projects.
That's right.
How much did we spend for DDF in global grants? 75,000. But World Fund match 100%.
Yeah.
So which means we did $150,000 worth of project.
Yeah.
And we also spent another 180,000 for international hosts. Again, is 100% match.
Yeah.
So if you look at it, all global grants is matched by World Fund 100%. But next year onwards, because we are having COVID and all, we have reduced ARA have reduced world match to 80%. Right? So we'll go that into later. Today is really about what's happening with grants. And we have, as name only, as international partners for 25 non-funding global grants, which means we don't put any money,
Yeah.
but we just render our name because international partner is a requirement for global grant, right?
Yep.
But if you see this, you just look at these statistics, the last 5 years, you know how many global grants our district has done?
Not many.
Only 9
Yep.
as host club.
That's right.
It's so pathetic.
Too
9 global grants, right?
Yes.
And average of number of clubs who actually gave the money?
50.
Only 50. So what are we going to do? How are we going to encourage the rest of the... Now we are going to hit 90 clubs, right?
That's right.
How are you, AGs? Your role is to now see how we can get the next 40 to be giving,
Yes.
right? So
Right.
that is your role.
That's right.
It's not easy, my dear friends. It's not easy, but let's make it easy for them, okay? Let's make it easy for them. Now, how easy can we make? Can you give $1 a day?
Yes.
Yes.
We can.
Sure.
Definitely.
Good. That's what we want to do. We just want to do it very small. But if collectively, we now have what? 2,014 Rotarians in our district.
That's right.
Soon, we're going to hit 2,500 Rotarians. That's what our DGs are planning, right?
Yes.
So can you imagine if every Rotarian give $1? It's really not about much of the giving, but we have that passion to give. So everybody give, because at the end of the day, when you do the projects, everybody benefit.
Yep.
So we're going to introduce this little thing called Tabung Kita. Remember, this is not a competition.
Yeah.
It's a challenge to every Rotarian, and it's a challenge to yourself, because it is your giving. It's you who need to take out that money to put in somewhere as a habit.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
You eat every day, you drink every day. Why can't you put your little coin somewhere every day? So to make it easy, we will give you something where you can put your loose change in. Let's see how it works. Okay? Let's see how it works. This is just a little exercise for every Rotarian. Your AGs will inform you. We'll just do this little campaign sort of for 240 days, my friends. Just 240 days. Let's see how it works. Where does your money go to within these 240 days? How much can you give if every one of us give? We just talk about the tree giving. We talk about Polio Plus. We talk about annual fund. And we talk about Yayasan. Remember yesterday DG has got a goal.
Yes.
And how we should actually be using Yayasan.
Yep.
So let's give some to Yayasan. Okay? This is where your money goes to. For $1, for 240 days, you keep 60. At the end of the day, you have 60 US dollars.
That's
you
right.
give some to polio, you give some to animal fund, and you give $10 to Yayasan. Okay lah, go up to $2 lah. $2, you get 120. You give again some to polio, some to annual fund. If you put another $20, you become the campaign of 100 US EREY, right?
Yes.
That's right.
And you give 20 to Yayasan. Okay lah, up to the green bug. Our green bug is a 5 ringgit.
Yep.
Look at the green bug every day. Take out the green bug and put aside. Every day you see your green bug, put it aside. That's all we ask you. And you still raise. So can you imagine? Let's look at the figure 200 ringgit. If every Rotarian gives 200 US dollars to the annual fund, every one of us plays a role in the Rotary Foundation. Every one of us oils the engine of the foundation.
Yep.
Every one of us takes that interest in the foundation. So we want to make it easy for them.
Yeah.
How are you? Can you all sort of convince your club members or your presidents?
Yes, we can.
You sure?
Yes.
Hey, that's
Absolutely.
your role, you know. Okay, let's move. Let's see what are the projects. Remember we talked about the 9 projects,
Yeah.
the global grant.
That's right.
This was done by Rotary Club of KL Diraja. They have their BRDB home. And you know their budget was US 122,000. And this is funded by the foundation. Okay? I'll give you another project. The Rotary Club of Bukit Bintang. They did the Orang Asli home. But if you look at the list there are so many clubs who are also party
Partners.
to that.
Yeah.
Whether they give financially or whether they participate as an activity, but they are part of the project, right? So that cost us 40,000 US. But did we raise 40,000?
No.
No, because only 20,000 was from our district.
Yep.
20,000 was from World Fund. The balance, 10,000 or 20,000, was split among all the clubs. So basically, you only withdraw, 500 US probably each club?
Yeah.
To do a $40,000 project,
That's
right?
right.
Namansara. And this is, they just got the approval. They haven't, they haven't sort of gone ahead with it. Another 45,000. Alostar Club, this is an excellent project. They actually got connected with the hospital in Alostar, right? They set up the equipment, palliative care in Kedah. Again, they spent 44,000. Rotary Club of Greentown, they had a dementia park, 32,000, right? Rotary Club of Cheras, I think you all are involved.
Yeah.
We've got our Daga chairman here.
That's right. That's
and
right.
how many clubs were involved? Although Cheras was the host club, I think you had 36
16.
clubs who were involved with these projects. whether it's financially or as participating clubs, right?
Yeah.
Rotary Club of Pudu. I think you have seen the video that were in the slide breakers. Another 49,000. And last, or the recent global grant is 49,000 for our mental health community.
Yeah.
But is that enough? Can you imagine? 5 years, 9 projects, and it's so small. So this is what we want to do. And we've got so many areas. Judy, you want to just talk about our area of focus?
Yeah, the 7 areas of focus are peace building and conflict prevention, disease prevention and treatment, water sanitation and hygiene, maternal and child care, basic education and literacy, community economic development, and finally,
Environment, that is the latest area of focus for Rotary.
And polio. And we continue to do and to help to eradicate. I think yesterday even our DG was talking. The last 3 months, we only had 2 polio cases. One in Pakistan and one in Afghanistan. But remember, we had our challenges in Malaysia, right? So this is what we do. So support tabung kita. Basically, this project is very simple, my friends. And AGs, and all the AGs out there, all the presidents out there. Just remember 3 things. What your $1, $2, or $5, or even the others who are very generous, keep $100 every day. Okay? Basically, what we would like to do is create more awareness of polio, and especially its reoccurrence in Malaysia. We'll never know what's going to happen. We are going to need those funds, right? The next thing is work out more global grant projects. We need those projects. We need the bigger projects so that we can be sustainable.
Yeah.
These projects are sustainable. And by doing that, you can actually work with every club. You have a group of what? 5 Rotary clubs? 5 Rotary clubs?
Yeah.
If each of your group could do a global grant project that costs you $50,000, isn't that great?
Yeah.
And the third thing,
Impact.
local communities. Some of them say, you know, our project is very small. We don't have 30,000 project. Support our yayasan. They have support grants. They have other initiatives. So if you give to yayasan, and remember, yayasan is tax exempt. And we've got a lot of corporate companies who can sponsor your project, and you get tax exempt.
Yeah.
So remember,
right.
this exercise that you're giving that dollar, just these 3 things. Just these 3 focus that we want you to do.
Yeah.
And the choice is yours. We're not asking you to equally give. If you have raised, say $1,000, you want to give everything to to your annual fund, please go ahead.
Yeah.
So it's your choice. Okay, this is the plan. What we're going to do? Every Rotarian, you'll be given a tabung. This will be presented to you by the presidents come 1st July. And then, the president and TRF chair will distribute the tabungs to every member. And of course, you can place your tabung everywhere. In your home, in your office, get your children, get your friends, get your colleagues. It's just about giving. Ask them to give, right? And then your TRF chair will be given additional tabung. We'll have some campaigns in between. And this self-challenge, we call it self-challenge, will end 1st of March. 240 days, my friends. That's all we're asking you to have faith in our foundation, right? And the chair will then later assist members to collate all the funds, and we'll see how we can distribute the funds accordingly. For yayasan giving, you can actually give it as an individual, or you can collectively as a club give to yayasan $2,000, because everybody contribute 20 ringgit, 30 ringgit, and you can give to yayasan $2,000 in the name of the club, right?
Yeah.
And once you tabulate that, of course, we will recognize all the clubs, all the givings. But remember, if we give your club 40 tabungs, because you have 40 members, we expect 40 tabungs to come back.
Yeah.
Then we know that every one of you have given. Whether you give $1, whether you give $1,000, it doesn't matter, right? So, but remember, more details will come up during DTA. This is just to share with you how important giving is, okay? So, if you look at it, This tabung exercise is just how it benefit your club. Some of them say, it's just a tabung. How does it benefit my club? Just share it.
Involves every member of your club, and it's also an opportunity to visit your club member, especially those who have not been attending meetings. And it also makes it easy for members to give. Just drop in your loose change into the tabung.
The call for action captioned on the tabung is a talking piece in your office. Share your cause with others, with your colleagues, with your family. Involve your children and your grandchildren.
You see, when you drop your coins in the tabung every day, it actually becomes a habit. And that's what we want to inculcate in ourselves. Believe in our foundation, have a habit of giving, and we're making it very easy. And when it's open, these beautiful tabungs that we are going to give you, when you cut and remove it, they can become a very nice pencil holder in your office, okay? So you can use the tabung as a talking piece. Talk about Rotary, why you're doing this. So it's a PI exercise too for your club. It's a membership growth as your club. So it's all in one, right? So at the end of the day, my friends, AGs, it's really not about, how much you give. It's really not about the dollars and cents, but it's basically about the joy of giving. And that's what we want to really share with you. Giving is something that has to come up from your heart. And this is just a tool. This tabung that we have created is just some sample pieces. It's just a tool for you to make it easy for your club members. To make giving a joy, a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Put it in your office, drop a coin. Put it in your house. Grandparents, get your grandchildren around you and let them drop the coin.
Yeah.
When you're in the office, Judy, you're in logistics, right?
Yes.
Your clients come and see you.
Yes.
Make it a habit.
Yeah, we'll put
Right?
it in the...
So this is where we thought to share with you today really about how easy it is to give. But at the end of the day, my friends, fellow Rotarians, remember, as Judy started, when she started very initially, the Rotary Foundation is the engine of our organization.
That's right.
And all these funds that we are collecting is to oil that engine. If we do not oil that engine, if your car, if you don't put your oil engine into the car, it doesn't move. And as Rotarians, we have an obligation. We have a responsibility, not to the foundation. We have a responsibility to the community that we serve. Your $1, your $2, your $3, right, is spread throughout the world. Projects in your hometown, projects with international partners. So it is all about giving, having faith in your organization, because again, I like to emphasize 90% of our foundation of projects goes to project fund. And that is why we are rated 4-star rating navigator. And we only spend 10% in admin. So do that. Believe that.
That's right.
And it's now your responsibility, AGs, to go out there and talk to your presidents. We don't want to be seen as the governor visiting your club, and this is the story that you always get. Governor is coming to beg for foundation. Nobody is begging. It is giving from your heart. Right? So anything else, ladies, that you want to add on?
Let's give.
Support tabung kita.
And please give from your heart.